Hello, welcome back to Beauty Bee. Today I am doing a bit of a new video for my channel, though this is by no means a new video on beauty YouTube. First we're going to go through the couple of little things that I've used up. I do not have enough to make a separate empties video by any stretch, and then in the second part of the video we will go through what came into my life, whether it was purchased with my budget or given as a gift. So I think that's enough of an introduction. If you've been on beauty YouTube, you've seen these videos before, I'm sure, so let's jump straight in. I do not have any particularly exciting empties. I did finally use up this EOS lip balm. I guess there is a little bit left, but it's at that point where it scrapes my lips every time I try to apply it, and no, I don't put up with that, so it is going. I think these are just okay. I do not have super dry lips, so it is enough for me. I wouldn't repurchase this. I actually didn't purchase this in the first place. It was given to me by my mom, and it was fine. Thanks, Mom. I enjoyed it. So keeping with lip balm, next we have the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Orgasm. It's just a little blister pack sample. I really enjoyed this. I kind of hate how quickly I went through it, and I hate how much it costs. I think this is mid-30. I think this is maybe $34 if I'm not mistaken. And I cannot justify that considering that I used this up, I think within like a week and a half of opening it. It is really lovely color. It's this sort of milky sheer pink. Looked really pretty by itself. I wore it over another lipstick one day and beautiful. I'm really intrigued to see some pictures of people wearing the NARS birthday gift from Sephora next year, the little Laguna set, because it is in this same Afterglow lip balm formula, and if it's anything like Orgasm, I think I'm gonna really like it. I mean, I told you guys, this is not an exciting empties video. The last empty I have is a little sample of the Professional, their hydrating primer. I loved this. This is not something that I personally would want to use year-round. I have pretty normal skin. Right around this time of year, it can be just a tiny bit dry. In the summer, it can be fairly oily, but this time of year, this was perfect. It felt really lovely going on my skin. I don't think that it really did anything as far as the wear time of my makeup or anything, but it did feel nice, and my skin felt really nice to the touch after I applied it, though I don't think there was any visual difference. And though I don't want to purchase a full size now, I could see myself maybe trying to get a deluxe sample or travel size of this next winter when it and, well, I start getting a little more dry again. So now for the stuff that came in. I made 2 purchases this month with my budget. They were both quite small. My budget's only $15. So the first half of my purchases I actually wasn't planning to make. I went in to Walgreens. I just needed to fill a prescription, I think. And I was kind of browsing, sort of looking for something that had a mirror that could stand up by itself, either, you know, an actual vanity mirror or a palette that contained one. And I happened to see this Profusion Glam palette on clearance for $6. I'm gonna try to hold this so you don't get blinded by the mirror. I'm sorry if I mess up once in a while. I think this is a really lovely color story. It is quite neutral. I mean, I can focus in on one of these 2 shades as well as these really basic neutral mattes and get a super easy wear anywhere, almost no makeup kind of look. But there's also these colorful shades that perform really well. Actually, this entire palette, I've been pleasantly surprised with how nice the quality is, and the shadows are not tiny. They're actually a pretty good size. And the mirror is great. I don't want to show it to you, but it is the full size of this palette, and you can adjust it. Man, I'm really happy with this. I would be happy with this if it was just the mirror, but hey, if I got 9 really well performing, beautiful shades with it too, winning. Love it. This item I had been planning to buy in January because I figured it would go on sale after Christmas, and it ended up going on sale before Christmas. It is one of these Sephora favorite sets. This is the Hello Greatest Beauty Hits. I also, of course, because it was Sephora, got one sample instead of two. I was supposed to get a second, but it didn't make it into the box. So I got this Verb set. There's the shampoo, the hair mask, and the mist. Everything in the set froze, so I am hoping that it will still work. Obviously it's thawed now, but it was very cold the day that it was delivered, and the delivery driver didn't knock on the door, so we had no idea it was there. So we had no idea it was there until everything turned into a little icicle. So now let's get into the items that were actually in the set itself. This is a sample of the Bare Minerals Gen Nude in the shade Call My Blush. It is quite light. I would swatch it, but I have tried and it barely shows up even on my skin in a swatch. However, I have worn it and it comes up really nicely on a brush, and it really does show up quite well on my cheeks. So case of the blushes that don't swatch well but perform quite nicely. And there's a really nice amount of product in here. It's about 1/3 the size of the full-size blush, and I wish that more blushes came roughly this size, because I'm sure this will still last me 6 months or more of everyday use. A brand that ranked significantly lower on my to try list, but did also feature in a video that I made just a week or two ago that talked about brands I'm surprised I haven't tried, is IT Cosmetics. And this set contained a sample of their Lash Blowout mascara. I believe that this is the one that they do with Dry Bar for no apparent reason in the most ridiculous makeup crossover I think I've seen recently. I haven't opened this yet. I don't like to have more than one mascara open at a time, but when I have used it, I will be sure to let you know what I think. There was a little perfume sample in the set. This is the Sol de Janeiro Curosa 62 perfume. I have not worn this yet, and I can't really smell it outside of the vial, which I will admit is not super promising to me. But I think that this is intended to be a little bit more of a summer scent, so I'm going to wait for it to warm up a little bit before I give this a go. Finally, we have 3 little squeezy tubes. We have the Tarte Jelly Glaze. This is their lip mask, and this is in the shade Strawberry Jelly. I've actually tried quite a few Tarte products, and I tend to really like them, so I'm excited to use this. I just got this, I think, 2 days ago, so that's why much of this is untried, but this is more just keeping myself accountable for what comes in, what goes out, and if I'm keeping to my budget, then any kind of review. They also have the First Aid Beauty Fab Pharma Arnica Relief and Rescue Mask, which again, haven't used, but I have liked the First Aid Beauty products that I've tried. I've never tried even a size this big. I've just had quite a few little foil packets over the years, but I am excited to use this. And I think that I will probably be using this pretty soon. This is definitely the time of year where I feel like my skin could use soothe and distress mask. Finally, we have this little sample of this Sephora Vitamin C and E Ultra Glow Serum. My skin tends to really like vitamin C products. Right now I am working on one from The Ordinary, and I think I will probably try to finish that off, use it up before I move to this, though I might actually end up using this for travel if I ever get to travel again, because this is a really convenient little tube. So I ended up spending $14 of my $15 budgets. I don't really care about that extra dollar. I suppose that I can carry it into January and spend $16 instead of $15, but if we're being honest, I would have felt fine spending $16 in January even if I hadn't. So we're gonna call it I spent more or less my entire budget. I did get as a gift the Pantene Pro V Heat Primer. I have not used this yet. It is what my mom uses, and she has rather lovely hair, so fingers crossed it will work well for me as well. And now, very exciting, I got an Influencer box and I received 2 full-size Dior lipsticks free from Influencer slash Dior for review purposes. Standard disclaimer out of the way. I was so excited to see these. I have never tried a super high-end, well, anything, but particularly lipstick. I don't know if you've been here before, but lipstick is definitely my favorite category of makeup. It is probably the single thing that I get the most excited about. So I ended up getting 2 lipsticks in 2 different formulas. We have the classic Dior 999 in a satin finish. There's that swatched. My family tends to not like brighter lip colors, but I got a couple different compliments on this shade and how lovely it was. I was amazed by how well this wore on Christmas. There was a lot of eating, of course. I wasn't exactly bothering to touch it up, and it faded beautifully throughout the day. Blotted down to be even more, I think, a bit of tomatoey red than it looks full on. Very pretty, and it stayed quite even. It wasn't a case of I have no lipstick in the middle and then bright red around the edges. It also didn't go outside my lip line at all, which I thought was quite surprising. The previous day I had worn it with a lip liner, and I'd also noticed great wear time, no feathering outside the lips, staying in place, all of that. But I had attributed that in part to the fact that I was wearing a lip liner with it, and it worked really well without. It was kind of amazing, especially for a satin finish. I really kind of hate how much I like these. Yeah. They also even smell really pleasant, which, I mean, I guess they should because they're so much money. The second one I have is in the shade 100 Nude Look. It's a matte, also cute name, by the way. Here's a swatch of that one. It is a peachy nude. It's what I'm wearing today. I think this is beautiful. It looks almost more natural than my natural lip color does, with a little bit warmer makeup. It's also surprisingly comfortable for how matte it is. I mean, it's not the most matte thing you will ever see in your life, but there is no shine to it, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing much at all. Not drying in the slightest. It almost feels like there's a little bit of like powder on my lips, but not in an unpleasant way whatsoever. I will say that this one did come broken when I tried to open this originally. It opened here. I was able to fix that just with some Elmer's glue, but it is worth noting. Yeah, have I said yet how much I hate that I like these? If I was someone who had, 3 lipsticks and used them all up, I could see myself buying one of these in a really spot-on shade. But right now, as a student who already has 20-ish lip products, I can't justify buying another of these. It's just a shame, because they're really very pretty. So thank you so much to Influencer and Dior, and I think that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear your thoughts on any of these products, especially if you've tried any of the items from the Sephora set and have any tips or tricks. Would love to hear it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. Look forward to next time.